2020, the season that provided us with so much hope and excitement. A new season, a new dawn for the British Rally Championship with M Sport Ford, Proton and Hyundai locking horns in Britain's premier rallying series. But tonight, as we stay at home, as we fight the COVID-19 situation, we bring you the BRC Esports Invitational. And my name is Ben Bunell, and I'm joined by Matt Cotton. Matt, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ben. I'm absolutely delighted to be joining you tonight. I can't tell you how excited I am for the opening round of the EBRC Invitational. I think it will be just as unpredictable, just as exciting as we see in real life.
Absolutely, and we've got 2 stages for you this evening and 2 stages tomorrow night with our 2020 BRC registered competitors giving it their all on the first round through Wales. But of course, these guys are an invitational. They're in R5 cars. They're supposed to be experts. You guys can drive these very same stages as the likes of Matt Edwards, Rhys Yates and James Williams. In the R2 Fiesta, the EBRC, if you go to britishrallychampionship.co.uk, register for the series now, drive the R2 car, come and have a go on Dirt Rally 2.0 as we have a look at this very, very exciting table with Matt Edwards, Rhys Yates, James Williams, Tom Williams and some amazing names joining us for the first night of Invitational. It is going to be rather special, Matt.
Absolutely as well. We've got all the top names from the British Rally Championship and a unique twist as well. It allows the co-drivers to join us as well. You might see some, well, shall we say, some unpredictable times from our co-drivers this evening and throughout the EBRC Invitational as well, as Matt Edwards leads us off the line into the opening stage. 2.92 miles of Pantmore here, opens proceedings in SS1. Nice and dry in Wales, Ben.
It makes a change, doesn't it? We've left the anoraks at home and that beautiful glorious Yuasa liveried Fiesta barks its way through, and of course 30 seconds later Rhys Yates will hunt him down. 30-second gaps. This is going to be a very quick, short, sharp affair, Matt.
Oh, it is. The splits are most definitely on these guys tonight. It's a very tricky opening stage as well. It's very fast, it's very flowing. There's some big crests in here. There's some big opportunities to have some big offs as well. So look, just watch every moment of this because it's going to be exciting.
And breathe as James Williams uses the Spencer Sport Mirage, the Mitsubishi Mirage, into the stage. James, very new to esports. He's just using. Is he Ben?
Is he Ben? Is he new to this? Look at the way he just tackled that first 90.
Modest, isn't he? Look at this. Oh, hanging it, using every single inch of the road. Young James Williams.
Yeah, fantastic effort from James and a lot of these guys as well. Most of them have got the proper wheel setups and proper sim setups, but there are guys out there that are just using controllers. So fair play to everybody for just having a go. And heading into the opening stage is Tom Williams.
The names just keep on coming as we go back to James Williams right on board for a little bit. Let's listen to Phil Mills. Oh, big moment there. Big moment from young James. He is certainly not shy.
No, absolutely. As I say, you want to watch out for some of these crests and these jumps in this one. If you get the lines wrong, then you will pay the price. And look at the stage time. I've got a feeling it's going to be just as close as the real thing as well. I don't think there's going to be much in it at all.
Absolutely. And of course, the first part of the stage runs underneath the trees and then you fire out into the open. If you make a mistake in the trees, you're going to be paying for it. The time, you will be hemorrhaging away.
Yeah, and great to see another co-driver then, Dale Furness. What many people don't know about Dale is he is a very accomplished driver himself as well. He's very quick in his own right as well. Will that transpose into the online gaming world? Well, we're about to find out.
As another Mirage. Oh, big send from James Morgan. An interesting line round there.
Yeah, he certainly knew what to do when it came round to the opening corner, first real corner of this stage and the event as well. He certainly had the measure of that one as we're looking at Matt Edwards crossing the line for the first time.
Stage was okay for me, a couple of small errors, but no offs as such, just not quite the commitment that you'd get on a qualifying run that you do in practice. So difficult to adapt to that sort of driving under the pressure. But yeah, good start and enjoyed it. Car's in one piece anyway.
Oh, pressure. Oh, James Williams clips the logs. This is frantic. We've got a time on the board now we're going to have with Matt's time. So Reshakes is going to come through shortly. Here we go. Tom Williams! He's on 4 wheels again. What a save from Tom Williams. We just got some times through, and there goes Tom, and just goes completely bananas. This is going to be short and sharp, Matt.
I was really messy and sloppy, but at least I got through well. I had some massive moments, but yeah, I got to the end. I'm pretty happy with that.
3.2 down then for Reece Yates as he crosses the line down on Matt Edwards. Matt has been doing a lot of online gaming recently. There's a green.
Across you, but James Morgan, he's gone green. James,
he's gone green.
He's flying. Some big landings in that Mirage. James Morgan, an early could Matt Edwards. I mean, he won the Cambrian in the real world, but in Wales here in the virtual world, we could have. A co-driver is laying it. Big send from Di Roberts. We go a beautiful helicopter angle.
I've been watching a lot of Matt Edwards' online footage, and another green there for Josh McElwain. It's not over yet by any means. Just 2.92 miles. It's over so quickly. And a green there for James. 1.5 seconds quicker than Matt Edwards.
He rides just how comfortably it's taking those cuts.
We made a quick little mistake. We just rolled over into a ditch, but no damage, but we lost a bit of time.
Just saw a lovely shot of Finley Retz on our first look at one of our junior competitors. As Josh McElwain fights his way through.
Little silly mistake in there. Went off the road, dropped a bit of time. But now we'll try and settle down and have a go at this next one.
Very calm approach from Dale Furniss there. The first of our co-drivers through the finish line. 5.4 seconds down for Dale.
Here we go.
Who's this?
Where's he going to go? He does it! 2.7 seconds, Matt Edwards.
So stage 1 is done.
Wow.
We didn't have any crashes, so that's always a bonus. Going off my past driving exploits, it's normally what happens. So, on to stage 2.
There's a little smile there from James Morgan. He knows something, doesn't he? He's
what is
found
it?
That ultimate setup.
Yeah, what is it with these calm little co-drivers? Look, this is what they've got to be in the car as well, isn't it? But just the calm. Yeah, well, I just did my best. I did what I could. I think James knew he had that in the bag, don't you?
Mistakes along the way, a couple of late notes, so I'll have to keep it on the road from here on in.
As Brian Brady's put off, so Josh McElwain, our reigning junior champion, 0.8 behind James Morgan. Matt Edwards demoted to third as Brian Brady there had a bit of an off. Hopefully Ian Creedon can give us a bit of calm. Matt.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. That was a big off from Brian in the first, I don't know, half a K maybe of this stage. As I say, it's a tricky section through these woods. Who's this?
Peter Jackson. He's put it into the ditch.
And he can't get out as well. He's got the opportunity to recover that car, but he does lose some time if he does that. There is a penalty associated with auto resetting back to the stage, so he's just trying to get it out before that happens.
Not good at all, really, Matt. Went to change a puncture after stage 1. Opened the boot to find out there's no spare wheel in the back.
Rookie error, Keaton. Keaton there. It did sound a bit metallic-y. He had the bonnet missing. Drama for Keaton Williams.
Yeah, those guys do have the chance to choose how many spare tyres they take. It is only 2.92 miles actually, but they've got a complete SS2 on the same wheels and tyres as well. They do have the chance to choose how many they carry, and just Keaton made the rookie error of not carrying any at all.
So we've got our leaderboard. You'll be able to see on the right-hand side here. These are the guys and girls as they fly through the flying finish. And of course we're getting bound towards the end of the pack now as Nabila Tejpar makes her way into the stage.
End of stage 1, trying to push too hard, trying to prove a point and making too many silly mistakes, and it didn't pay off.
It's a shame for Di. Yeah, it's a shame for Di, but using that controller, fair play to Di actually in the real world. He pedals a 205 GTI immensely hard. Very entertaining driver to watch, just didn't pay off this time.
The pressure's just getting the best of me, to be honest, in that stage. Eased myself into it a little bit towards the end, but the first half was just shocking, to be honest. Probably my worst performance on this game.
Oh yeah, I was going to say Finley there had a very second-hand looking Fiesta.
Yeah, and that will be why then not comfortable with his stage time through here. We're getting down towards the junior drivers as well, so it's interesting to see if there'll be a little inter-battle between the juniors as well as the front-running R5 guys.
The road is certainly, by the looks of things, is cutting upside. It's Richard Cozier makes light work of that tight left-hander. Peter Jackson, good to see him at the end. And he crossed the line. Good to see him finish off that earlier off.
Yep, 39 seconds down though. A long way off our leaders, but it is easy to lose that time. We saw him trying to get out of that ditch in the opening part of the stage, so that will contribute massively to the time loss in there.
Ryan Brady losing 26 seconds out, but he did have a bit of an off as well, as David Kelly launches himself into the stage. As you said, we've got some of our junior drivers heading into the order now, and be interested to see if they can upset that top 5. So James Morgan leads, Josh McAlane with Matt Edwards 3rd.
Yeah, Rhys Yates down in 4th. Now, of course, Rhys Yates is a WRC winner, isn't he, Ben?
He is an esports champion. He did win the WRC shootout. So I think you're a little bit disappointed. I think you'll have to do a bit of work, have a bit of chatting to, as we see our last competitor go into the first stage.
Yeah, it's been fast and furious so far. 2.92 miles, a little short, sharp blast to wake these guys up this evening. But nevertheless, it's been providing enough entertainment to keep us on our toes, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We've got Richard Crozier. He's looking very smooth. We've got a split coming up here through the fence. 3 seconds, not bad. Consider the road's cutting up. Richard's doing a marvellous job at the wheel of that Ford Fiesta.
That would put him in 4th if he stayed in that position throughout the rest of the stage. So that's a good time for Richard Crozier.
Good time as Ben, don't go too far like that. Ben manages to save it there, almost going down the hillside. Ben Roth.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
I'm sorry to cut across you there.
No.
Big moment from Ben Roth.
Yeah, it favours the brave. There are some big cuts to be had in here over some really big crests, and you have got to keep it nailed. You can't afford to be apprehensive or unsure of what line you're taking, because it will bite you back in here.
Taking some good lines. Eddie Lewis, this should be the final corner. Fires it out down the home straight.
What will Eddie do?
Can he get in the top 5?
666. Yes, he has.
Oh, yes, he does.
We've just done the first stage of the rally. Had a bit of a spin in there, but yeah, it was good fun. Hopefully we'll claw out the time in the next few stages.
Laying down a good marker there. Only 6.2 behind. It's getting mightily interesting, isn't it?
60 of the finish. 60 to stop.
Oh, and Ben Roth off again. Roth by name, Roth by nature. He puts that Skoda into the pole. Unfortunately, Richard Crozier didn't quite make it into the top 5, but he's looking a man on a mission. I wonder if he can do another co-driver looking to upset the driving establishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is stage 1 done. I mean, I got through it and I didn't go off at the 2 left, which I normally tend to go off a lot into the trees. Glad to get through that, but I'm not very happy with the times. But let's see. I'm still there, so let's just keep going and see what happens.
I wonder if Nabil had a puncture or something there. It just looked a bit sluggish in places. So whether we're just carrying a bit of a, I don't know, clipped a wheel, knocked something off there, just looked like it's just nursing something. So hopefully be able to get it through the second stage into service and get that all sorted.
Yeah, it can be tricky. You do need to commit to these corners to be able to drag the car around, if that makes any sense. And sometimes if you're a little bit hesitant, it can sort of push you wide occasionally, and equally it can drag you in on the inside. So you have got to be confident.
And there we go, Matt. Ben Roth across the line, and it is a stage win for the mighty Morgan. James Morgan in the Spencer Sport Mitsubishi Mirage takes the first stage. And we can breathe again, Matt.
We can breathe again, but how unpredictable is that? Who would have ever said at the beginning of SS1 of the EBRC Invitational that we'd see James Morgan topping the leaderboard of SS1 Pant More?
And absolutely, Josh McAlane only 0.8 of a second behind, with Matt Edwards, our reigning champion, 2.7 seconds adrift. Rhys Yates in 4th, and Eddie Lewis, young Eddie Lewis, rounding out the top 5. Now, Stage 2 is coming up very, very shortly, but you can also take part in this. You can head to the BritishRallyChampionship.co.uk/EBRC. You can drive these very same stages in the R2 Fiesta. And if you're quickest overall, after the 4 rounds in the championship, you will get to drive, courtesy of EDSL Sport Limited, a brand spanking new, real-life version of this car. A fantastic prize, Matt.
It is. I mean, it is a chance in a lifetime for some to be able to convert from esports into real-life rally driving. They'll get the chance to drive one of the M Sport Fiesta R2s at a test day with EDSL Sport. It is just a golden prize. I'm going to be taking part, Ben. I know I'm not quite eligible for the prize, but I'm going to be taking part as well. Just sensational prize on offer from EDSL and the British Rally Championship. It's great to see.
Absolutely. And now we're going to head into stage 2, and we're going to have Matt Edwards, our reigning champion. We put him car 1 on the road, and we're going to go and see how he gets on through stage 2. Bead no more land. And already we have Matt Edwards straight away into SS2, our reigning champion. Can he become our Esports Invitational champion?
It's a tall order, certainly by the times on the board at the moment. 2.7 seconds down heading into SS2 with a young James Morgan ahead of him. Matt's got this fantastic livery on the Fiesta though at the moment. It looks rapid. He is rapid. He's been doing a lot of online gaming. And the thing for Matt Edwards, we must remember he has no splits being first on the road, unlike Reece Yates here.
It's exactly like real rallying, Matt. We're refreshing the times here. We're waiting to see the leaderboard come up just like you guys at home. We have no idea. This is going to be an exciting affair. And of course, it's our final stage today with 2 stages today. Oh, as Reece Yates monstering the... just tucking himself in there. As we say, 2 stages today and 2 stages tomorrow. But Matt, Reece already on a charge.
Yeah, that's going to lose him some time in this section. And again, it starts in the woods. It's a quick bit down through here. 2, 4 left, 3.
Oh, he held it.
No, he
hasn't. Oh, James, he's dropped it.
James Williams
the rally
there.
driver, though, banging it down to first, and away he goes.
Yeah, it was a quick recovery from him, fair play, but that would have lost him an acre of time if somebody was inch perfect through these stages. And Matt Edwards seems to have certainly a clean run as we head out onto the moorland, which many of you will recognise.
As a second-hand looking Fiesta R5 of Tom Williams comes into picture. Bit of a moment on the first stage, and as I said, Matt's coming towards the end of the stage as Reece goes. Reece using every inch of the road. Reece Yates, he was obviously seen the first stage times. He is wanting blood here.
Yeah, there's a couple of unseen hairpin rights on this stage as well, and a few of them are over some big jumps, so you've got to get your braking absolutely spot on, or else you can just run wide, and that obviously costs a vast amount of seconds.
Dale Furness looking very handy in the Polo as well. Obviously drives a VW Golf in real life and a few clubman events, so no slouch behind the wheel is Dale Furness.
They're just outside the top 5 after SS1 in 6th overall. And he'll be looking to creep inside the top 5 as well to be yet another co-driver in the top 5. And here we have our rally leader heading into SS2.
Of course, yes, James Morgan leading the event by 0.8 of a second from Josh McElveen as, inch perfect. Inch perfect by James Morgan in that opening section. What a massive cut again. Living life on the edge, Mr. Morgan.
It was. That could have gone either way as well. There was a big drop on the inside of that one, so that could have easily sucked him in as Matt Edwards crosses the line.
2:59.3 seconds.
3 or 4 seconds down on my best time through there, but yeah, good solid start, and carrying some decent speed.
Definitely some decent speed. He'll be looking to overturn that gap. He would have seen the stage times.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, many of these guys will recognise this stage as well as the iconic Sweet Lamb stage from Wales Rally GB. Yeah, absolutely. We all know that one.
He's put 4.4
really messy, but yeah, all good. We're still going. No punches or anything. Into service now, so we'll see what happens.
Quick and abrupt there from Reece. He wants to get to service, make some tweaks. But yeah, this is the famous Sweet Lamb Bowl. As Dale Furness gets plenty of airtime in the Polo. Josh McElveen from the green. Josh looking quick. I saw James Morgan as well earlier, looking mightily sharp as well. We've got another ding-dong battle, Matt.
Absolutely, these guys have got the benefit of those splits, and I know we don't have that in real life, but certainly when you're playing dirt yourself, you will know that that does make all the difference.
Quite a clean run, happy enough with the rest of it. Just that first corner let me down a little bit, but we're still going, we're on to the next one.
Always a smile on his face. Good old James Williams. He banged it down to first and got away again. Here we go,
Yeah.
Keaton. Oh, listen to this, Matt. Yeah, that's metallic on the gravel there. Keaton, obviously a puncture on stage 1, fighting it, and he's on a controller as well. That's James Morgan. Oh, beautifully done there by James. Inch perfect, dabbing the handbrake, firing it down into the Sweetland Bowl.
He is not a novice at this by any means. This is also a tricky section coming down in just before the water splash. There's a tight through gate, and you have got to be very, very careful how you approach the Sweetland Bowl.
Philly Retson into the stage, underneath the trees, picking his way through, searching for the grip, searching for picking out those apexes. Don't want to go too much into the ditch. Don't want to take too much of a cut. You don't want to hit the banks on the outside. As Peter Jackson will be hoping for a cleaner run this time round as well.
Yeah, for sure. We saw him in the ditch through SS1, so he's going to want to try and just come through this stage unscathed, much like Dale Furnish battling with this cracked windscreen there, poor old Dale.
Yeah, the time shows as well, I think. Looks like he's about 21 seconds down.
Well done.
Oh, he's not even on the top 5 there. Yeah, unfortunately, Dale looked like a bit of an off.
Quite a good stage, quite clean, no mistakes. It's quite a nice stage. Know this one quite well. It's only up the road from here.
Local advantage from Mr. Morgan there.
Yeah, absolutely. He does know that stage very well, but let's no bones about it. You know, that was some really impressive driving by James Morgan, but nevertheless, it is still very, very tight indeed.
Just 0.7 of a second. Matt was behind, first on the road.
Well done.
Very impressive times set there. We get a beautiful overhead shot of Eamon Creedon in that Peugeot 208, the
I
beautiful
think I lost some time in the middle of that stage due to not taking big enough cuts maybe. But no, it's good fun, and hopefully I can stay on the road.
There we go.
On the road, Josh is indeed.
Yeah, totally. We were talking about those cuts earlier on, and there are some big cuts to be had in this Bido Moorland stage as well. 3.04 miles long, but there are some very fast sort of 4 lefts and 4 rights where if you just sort of cut them right, you can probably just get the grip down a little bit better and gain a couple of seconds in the process. James showing how it was done, that's for sure.
So and a stage just a stone throw away from where he lives, so been out practicing, I'm sure, in real life. He knows the stage, and obviously been pounding here on DiRT Rally 2.0. As Keaton Williams nurses that puncture, he's been dropping time. This is gutting for Keaton. 35 seconds, not bad, not too shabby considering he was carrying a puncture.
No, absolutely, it can be a lot more than that, especially if it's on the...
Oh, hello.
On,
hello. Brian Brady doing a little pirouette there in front of our camera.
Is he? Oh!
Beautiful. It's like Strictly Come Dancing, this, Matt. This is fantastic.
Poor old Brian's been in the wars, SS1 and now SS2 as well.
At least I'm sure he's enjoying himself. He's got a big smile behind that wheel. As Finley Retson looking quite promising here.
Well done.
Yes, 4th overall. 4th quickest on this stage. 3.6.
He moves up. Yeah, he moves up. That's impressive.
Yeah, a bit more positive, nice clean run, go into service now, and maybe look at the setup of the car and see what we can do for the next one.
There we go, everyone's tweaking, everyone's tinkering that setup, trying to find those elusive seconds because it's very tight all the way throughout the field. Everyone will be wanting to find that little margin. Eddie Lewis, you've seen a cut away. Oh, Di Roberts now, second hand looking, he crosses it. Di on a pad, he's doing really well, and we just see a quick glimpse of Nabila just nursing something there. Something doesn't seem to be right with that car, Matt.
Yeah, I do wonder, you mentioned she might have had a puncture earlier. I do wonder if that was the case, but nevertheless, still going. It is important to still be going at this point. There is only a service after SS2, and some of these guys are really concentrating on their setup as well. That looked a really good split there for Eddie Lewis. I don't know whether you saw that flash up on the screen, but I think it was less than a second down on our fastest time so far through here, which was James Morgan with a 2:58.6 so far.
Eddie Lewis is a man on the mission there, taking the cuts. It was like something out of clipping the apex, something out of British touring cars, clipping those apexes, hitting the curbs nicely. As Brian Brady, I'm sure he's pleased to get the end of that one.
In the service now, thank God. I need to get a cup of tea to settle my nerves. We have another misfortune in there, or 2 or 3. We were back whizzing on our roof, so.
A cup of tea wouldn't go amiss now, would it? Especially need it. It's action. Action of plenty. Hello, Eamon Kelly. Our first look at the young Irishman borrowing his old man's polo by the looks of things.
Drops it.
Sending it everywhere.
Absolutely. Drops it down a gear, pulls it out of whatever angle it was at the time, and just brings it out towards the top of the sweet.
Just bouncing on the limiter there.
Great driving.
The dust map. It's looking quite dusty here as Eamon Creedon comes across the line. Dust in
That's
Wales.
not right for Wales, is it? Come on, it can't all be like that.
Oh, hello, stand well back, everyone. Ben Ruff is in the house. Our final BRC driver. Lights on as he goes and picks his way through the forest. Ryan Hawkins, our first look at Ryan.
Yeah, warming up slowly, but unfortunately I crashed into some metal railings, so I had to reverse and drive around that cost me quite a lot of time.
Yeah, good showing there from Ryan. If you get a bit of look of David Kelly, Richard Crozier as well, looking really good, and he is running a bit further down the road, but he certainly is making the most of this opportunity.
Yeah, this is this quick bit I was talking about actually just before there. Very, very fast in towards some of the hairpins as we're looking through Eddie through the iconic water splash through Sweet Lamb. Tricky bit through that gate as well. You've got to be careful you don't cut that one too much because the water just throws you out to the side.
Oh! It's finished, Eddie. Hang on.
Decent run through for me. Went a little bit wide in the Sweet Lamb complex, but yeah, we'll keep fighting.
Didn't mention the off after the flying finish there, Eddie, did he?
Doesn't count to Eddie at all. Not bothered whatsoever. He's got his time. That's all he's worried about.
Eamon Kelly, getting sucked in, as you said there, Matt. Just getting sucked in by that water splash. Hopefully a good time from Eamon as our first look at him was we didn't quite catch him on SS1. As he fires it across the line.
What's he going to do?
Who else we got? Nabila in
Nabila.
hot pursuit.
Just taking the last few
Yeah,
yards.
Should be pleased to get to the end of that one. I think hopefully sort something out in service.
Yep, good stuff. Still on the road though. We've got Richard Crozier, a strong performance in SS1. Is he going to be able to match that in SS2? Another one of our co-drivers.
Very, very impressive time there.
The roads are a little bit chopped up. You're back at the back of the field here, so that's catching me out a little bit. Just driving a wee bit conservatively, but nah, overall clean run.
Very clean run. Richard doing very, very well inside the top 10. As Ben Ruff there, ever the showman, going wide on that hairpin left.
Yeah, just taking a final look then at David Kelly. Got to be careful of those berms on the inside of Sweet Lamb. It's very realistic. Running a little bit wide towards some of the radio cars in the bowl.
I imagine they all took a step back there in the virtual world. Or just clipping the fence.
Oh,
get it tidy,
that's
David,
what,
get it tidy.
That's what I was talking about. It does just drag you in. And it's happened to me before as well. So just I can feel his pain. Feel his pain.
Ben Ruff, kicking over the jump. Our last competitor. Again, that water splash just sucking him wide, putting him into the gate.
Last on the road. Don't think he's going to be anywhere near James Morgan's time. And no, as you see here, the leaderboard confirms it then. James Morgan, rally leader by 0.3 of a second, or pardon me, 3 seconds should I say, going into SS3 here in Wales, above Josh McElveen, who does make a fantastic stage time through SS2, and our Cambrian Rally real life winner, then Matt Edwards, rounds out the top 3.
It's mightily interesting, Matt, isn't it? Of course, we've had 2 stages. We do have another 2 stages to go tomorrow to complete our first round of the BRC Esports Invitational. But don't forget, you guys can also take part. If you head to the British Rally Championship.co.uk, you can take part in the EBRC. These guys are showing you how to do it, or in some cases, how not to do it. And you will be able to take part, do these same stages, use the Ford Fiesta R2T, and of course the winner of the Esports Championship, the first British title ever slapped onto an esports championship will be able to drive, courtesy of EDSL Sport, a Ford Fiesta R2T in real life. And we've got so many great prizes. Matt, it really is a real great link to take from the virtual to the real world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great initiative, and it's great to see that although we can't be out there competing in real life, we have something to get our teeth stuck into. There's a direct correlation between esports like this and the real-time rally driving. Matt Edwards has said that himself. It helps him keep sharp, and it's great to see. I cannot wait for the 2 stages tomorrow night. It's going to be very entertaining.
We're going to go and have that cup of tea that Brian Brady was talking about, and I want you guys to tune in tomorrow. We'll have Seb Scott and esports legend John Armstrong in the commentary booth, taking you through the final 2 stages of the first round of the BRC Esports Invitational. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye for now.